Oh, si Balasi. Tika. Ewan ko itong isa. Nakamot. Sige, isa pa.
Hi. Hi, everything.
Magbubukas ako ng...
Hey, no. Hi, everyone.
Yung naman. Yung naman. Puna.
Okay, good afternoon, students. Hello, everybody. Okay,
Good afternoon, sir.
nice. Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, we will start our class.
Mr. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Before we starting the class, please you can fill in the form for the list attendance. Already chat in the chat Zoom. Okay, our course will be running for 3 weeks, and actually we already have a schedule, and for tomorrow we will start based on our schedule before. It start on 8 a.m. Indonesian time or Jakarta time. So maybe for your time, it's for Philippines, it's starting on 9, right? 9 a.m. and for Malaysia also. So for tomorrow, we will starting the course from 8 a.m. Indonesian time. Okay. Just for today, we start on the afternoon on 3 p.m. because in this morning we have some opening ceremony, so we cannot to start the class on this morning. Okay, my name is Moko. You can call me Moko. Sorry, I will rename my name. Okay. Okay, I will update all of our material for this course in WhatsApp group. Okay. And any question about our course, you can ask in the group. Any question about IoT, I think you can ask in the group. Biru ya, biru. Okay, it is our material for today. I will share in the group after this class. Okay, this combination, there is some Indonesian language also. So in the first meeting, we will talking about the trend and industrial revolution 4.0 and the opportunity of Internet of Things in our in the world, for especially in today's situation. Or so the outline for this course for today, we will talking about industrial revolution and history of the Internet of Things, definition of IoT, and the benefit and trend of IoT technology, and the element or the device in IoT technology. And we will talking about also about IoT implementation example in some case in our country maybe. So we starting with the industrial revolution. As far we know, we already in this world there is a 4 step or 4 milestone. We already and now we come in the 4th industrial revolution. But before in the first industrial revolution, we know that there is some new technology that drive everything. In the first industrial revolution, the technology or the key technology that trigger the first revolution is mechanization technology. We know that there is some new technology at that time, like power, like steam power. You know, steam power. It is an engine that energized by water, the hot water. So on this situation, on the in the first industrial revolution, the key technology is water power and steam power. And the second revolution, in the second industrial revolution, there is a new technology also that we call electricity. Electricity is the main power and the main technology that drive in second industrial revolution. And also in that time, we know that the industrial they find some new technology, some new technique for make mass production. Yeah, it's called assembly line. It's called assembly line production. And in the third revolution, industrial revolution, the new technology that drive on the third revolution is computer and automation. So we can see here the step one, the key technology is steam power, and the second revolution is electricity, and in the third revolution, the key technology is computer and automation. And now, nowadays, we know that there is internet technology that connecting human, and not only human but also machine or things. So internet will be a key technology in the fourth industrial revolution. We call it cyber physical system, or CPS. CPS means internet and another type of technology like augmented reality, you know, and virtual reality, VR and AR. It is the mean of cyber physical system. VR and AR combined with internet technology, it's make revolution, the last revolution in our world. We call is the fourth industrial revolution, or cyber physical system. This is the overview of the situation on Industrial Revolution 1 in England, in UK, United Kingdom. In Industrial Revolution 1, we can see that there is many industrial garment, or you know, garment industry. Garment means t-shirt, shirt, okay, and another type of t-shirt, like t-shirt. We call it garment technology. So on that time, there are many industrial that burn. I mean, there are many industrial starting to make some product using steam power. So the situation on that time is many, you know. Sorry. Okay. So in this time is many smoke in the city. And also there is some social change, and that's time there are many people, they move from the village to come in the city to work in the industry. They come to city to working in this industry. So the means of industrial revolution, it means they make revolution in all field, not only in industrial but also in social, in environment, you know, in health system and another. One thing that we can highlight in industrial revolution one is there is some situation pollution, you know, air pollution, because many industrial they make and they produce many things using steam power. Steam power they generate from burning system, so they produce smoke that make a pollution in the city. This also the situation on the industrial revolution one. The condition of factory, the condition as factory is very dirty, because yeah, because this is steam power. So the condition of this room is very dirty, and there are many dust also. And we can see in this in industrial revolution 2, there are many big difference between industrial revolution 1 and industrial revolution 2. This is the condition in industrial revolution 2. You know, the room is more clean than in industrial revolution 1. This is the condition of the industry that time. Why it is the this situation is very clean? Because they leave steam power energy, they change to electricity power. So they make they use motor, you know, electric motor for drive any type of the machine, the machine in this industry. So the situation on this time is very clean, and the industrial system is arranged. It's more clean and neat, you know, neat. It's also in industrial revolution 2, there is some concept for make mass production. We call it assembly line. So assembly line, it means if we want to make some product, we will making by step by step, you know, step by step. For example, if we want to make a car, we will make some part of the car. For example, we will assembling you know, a chassis and the wheel in one location. After 4 wheel already assembling in one chassis, they will move this type of this machine to another site, to another place, and in another place they will make some painting maybe, and they will move to another place to finishing. So this concept this concept's name is assembly line production. And for today, many industry already, or they still use this concept for make mass production using assembly line. So we can make a mass product in the short time and effective, effective and efficient. So this concept born on this revolution 2. Yeah, and this is industry overview on industrial revolution 3. We still using this technology now. So today's many industry, they still using industrial revolution 3 concept. This concept is using computer technology for controlling and monitoring many type or many things in industry. They control and monitor using sensor, sensor and controller, or a sensor and actuator. Sensor like temperature sensor, like flow sensor. Actuator like motor, such as motor or lamp or another type of actuator. And also because in this era, in this industrial revolution 3, we use computer technology. So we need to know about IC, about microcontroller or microprocessor for make some to control something like motor or another type of motor. And also we can get the data from another place that it is the long range place. We can get the data and we can centralize the data in one location, in one room, and we can see and we can control everything in industry by click on the screen, our screen in laptop or in a computer. It is the industrial revolution 3.0. So the key technology on this era is computer technology and automation. This is the industrial arm robot, industrial arm robot. It also controlling by computer technology. So you must have knowledge about how to control the robot using microcontroller or using another type of industrial control like PLC. PLC is programmable logic control. So this robot is controlled by programmable logic control. If maybe some of you know about this, we can make some program and we can upload to PLC, and PLC will be controlling this axis of this robot. Once robot, the famous industrial robot come from Europe and China. There is some famous brand like KUKA from German, or another brand ABB from Europe also. And nowadays there are many industrial arm robot also from China, with the low cost and the same quality, I think. But we don't know, because the main production, producent, the country that they have, they make product like industrial robot for today, they come from Europe and China, and also is from America, like some type of the robot, they come from America. And one robot they selling, it's about the price is like you buy one car in your country. In our country, in Indonesia, for example, for one car for low cost green car, LCGC, you know. Maybe it is about 150 billion rupiah. This price is, I think, the same with one robot. For this robot, so you can imagine if we want to make investment for replace the human labor, to we replace human labor with the robot. You know, you need many money to buy this robot, you know. But they have some benefit, because robot, they can to run smoothly and run 24 hours without stop, you know. And for the maintenance also, it is easy. Maybe one robot, they can to operate until 15 years, until 20 years, you know, without stopping, because they already designed by the company. They can operate for many years. So that's why the price is very expensive for us. But it is an investment, you know, because we can replace, or we can change the human labor with the robot for some production process that need 24 hours operate. Maybe they cannot to operate for 24 hours, so robot is the best choice for replace this. And another case in the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Now it's 4.0. Now in the 4.0, it seems like Industrial Revolution 3, but we added with a new technology like internet and virtual reality and augmented reality. As you can see here, this virtual reality, right? Sorry, this is augmented reality, ER. So in the future, the engineer in industry, they will visit their plan or their production device, just using a glass in your head, and they can to see many parameters, many data from this machine. Okay, so for example, they see the robot, and the robot will give him the information about how many hours they already working, and about the temperature, and another variable, another parameter that machine working. In this image, you know, it is in Indonesia. There is some company. It is a famous company from America. The coal production. They make a coal in Papua, in Papua. It is in East Indonesia. They operate the robot. They operate the robot for mining a gold. Mining a gold deep in the earth, because in Papua, there is a one mound, and in this area there are many coal, but they need to dig. And now for mining, this is very difficult if they use human, because it's dangerous, very dangerous. So they make a robot. Then they make a truck, you know, truck and drilling robot for drilling the earth to get some coal. And they operate this device remotely. So for the long range, there is no human that they operate on this side, but they operate robot from maybe 1-2 kilometers from the robot. So, and they controlling by joystick and display TV. They operate remotely. This in cool factory. And another example is in China. They make a robot for replace the doctor, the surgeon doctor. So they make some experiment to make some surgeon, surgeon. Okay. Surgical operation. But on this it's still experiment. They make some experiment for surgical operation, surgery, to make surgical operation with a dog. So it is the animal. And the doctor, they make surgery operation not in this on this place, but they doing the surgery operation from another city in China. It's about 300 kilometers from this place, and they use a 5G communication. 5G communication, 5G signal, 5G communication. In China, they already implement this technology, 5G, for many type of operational in health system, like for telediagnostic, teleoperation, and another type of some operation in health system. And it is success, it is success. So, but we need the speed of the internet and reliability on the speed of the internet. In internet, we know that there is some parameter like latency, or latency. Latency, they must make latency under 1 millisecond. So they can make some operation real time, and there is no delay. For this operation. So 5G is the future of our technology, for implement IoT in every field, in many fields, especially in health science, in health sector, or maybe in the mining also, for controlling real time. We can control the robot from another city or another country. It is very, very possible. It is not impossible, but very, 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 very possible. If we can implement 5G technology, it's very possible. Okay, and also many people, they're talking about Industrial Revolution 5.0. No, maybe many people in your country also, they're talking about Industrial Revolution 5. What the meaning Industrial Revolution 5? Industrial Revolution 5, we call it Society 5.0. The Japan, they initiate this concept, Society 5.0. In our opinion, this Revolution 5.0, it is the metaverse. This is the metaverse era, metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg, the owner, the Facebook, already make introduction for us about metaverse. Yeah, this is the future technology that we can call it an Industrial Revolution 5. The main technology on this Industrial Revolution 5 is virtual reality and augmented reality. So it is the technology that you must to learning, I think. Yeah, it has some big potential for us, especially in information technology student. If you have any time, you must to learn about this technology, virtual reality and augmented reality, and also IoT, I think, Internet of Things. So in the future, maybe we can buy something, we can shopping from this metaverse. We just use the glass and we can walking in the augmented situation or in virtual store. We take some things in the store and we paying using a bank account, and after one time maybe things already come in our home. It is very possible in this concept, Industrial 5, Revolution 5. But it's still growing. We still process for this technology. But the Japan is the country that initiate this program. And for Industrial 4, the country that initiate the Industrial 4.0 is Germany. Industrial Revolution 1 in UK. Industrial Revolution 3, Industrial Revolution 4 in German, and Industrial Revolution 5 in Japan. But for 2 and 3, I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the history of the Internet of Things. We enter the Internet of Things material. 1980, the Coke machine at Carnegie Mellon University is connected to the Internet. If we see this situation, it's happened in USA, right? In Carnegie Mellon University is one university, the famous university in USA. Why it happened in USA? Because the internet technology, it born in USA. You know, the first internet technology, it's established in USA by the military defense department in USA. They make some experiment. They connecting some of the facilities in their country and university, laboratory and university. So the first internet, it's happened and it's used in USA. So that's why IoT also for the first time come from USA. And also in 1989, they make some toaster to make a bread. But they call it embedded internet. So IoT is combination between embedded and internet. But the main driver of this technology is internet. Without internet, we cannot call IoT because I is internet. Yes. So internet is the main technology in this concept. And also in 1919, there is a RFID technology. You know, it is the old sensor, but it's very useful until now. RFID. If we visit the hotel and we book a hotel, many hotel they use some key using RFID, right, to open the door. It is RFID technology, and it is old technology, but very useful until today, until now. Okay, so if we're talking about IoT, so we need to know about the computer, because the main driver on this technology is computer and internet. The first is internet, but the another is things. Things mean computer. Internet of things. It is the combination of internet and things. Things in this concept refers to computer, mini computer, right? Computer not only that you can see here, not only like this, but your smartphone is computer. Your smartwatch, you use a smartwatch. This is a computer. The calculator, this is a computer also, because they running by concept computer technology. They use a same component. If you look on this device, you will find some IC, integrated circuit, or we call it microcontroller or microprocessor. In computer, we call it microprocessor, right? We know that there is Intel Core i9, Intel Core i7, Intel Core i5, or if we use AMD, we know AMD Ryzen 3, AMD Ryzen 5. It is a microprocessor. It is for computer, but for the smart embedded device, smart device, we call it microcontroller. You know, in calculator, in smartwatch, or on printer, or on any type the device, we call it microcontroller. But the version, the sophisticated version is, we call it microprocessor. But they use the same concept. So if you talking about computer, if you know the concept of the microprocessor, you also know about the concept of microcontroller. It is the same. It is the same concept, but with the different ability, I think. If in microprocessor we can process for multitasking operation, but for microcontroller it is a single operation. It is single task. In computer we can use computer for singing, for reading, for editing a video, or we watching a video in the same time, right? So it is a multitasking operation. But in microcontroller, we just use for single task operation, like controlling the lamp, controlling the motor. They cannot to use in the same time to watching a film, maybe, and also for controlling lamp, it is impossible. So it is the difference about microprocessor and microcontroller, multitasking and single tasking. So if we see here, the computer already make some revolution from the first generation. We know the technology that drive the computer is transistor. The old version of transistor, you know, transistor. This is a transistor. Transistor is one of the component in electronic that make us many revolution in our world. And the old version of this transistor, name is vacuum tube. It is a big, in the case, big case. And in the old computer, the size of the computer in the first generation is very big, in one room, and it for operate this computer you need to use the electricity for 8,000 watt. 8,000 watt. You know, you can imagine 8,000 watt is very high energy, electricity energy. Our home, maybe in our home maybe we have only 900 watt, maybe, or 1,300 watt, right? But for running this computer, we need the 8,000 watt. So it is impossible for implement in our home. So that's why computer, there is some revolution in computer. They make a transistor more smaller than before. So the size of the computer also smaller than before. And then smaller than before also, we call it IC. IC is integrated circuit, you know, integrated circuit. It means this transistor, this transistor, they make circuit and they put in this IC. So the size of transistors is very small. And then There is some technology like VLSI. So there are many transistor that we can embed, we can put in this IC. And this today we know that microprocessor using system on chip or SoC system on chip. There are many million transistor we can put in one IC. Intel Core i9, for example. This is the number of transistor that we can include, we can put in our embedded device, our IC. For Core i7, Core i7, there is 1 billion, 1.8 billion transistor that we can put in this IC. But the record, the last or the highest transistor that we can put in IC is the champion is M1 Max. M1 Max, it is the Apple laptop. Mac M1, it is the new product from Apple. Mac, but now there is some new product also. M2 is as far I know, they want to launching M2. Mac M1 Max, it has 57 billion transistor in this IC. So that's why the computer is there is some revolution. Every year, the number of transistor it's increase exponentially. Okay, increase exponentially. The number of transistors increase exponential. Okay, we come back to this topic. So industrial revolution, it consists industrial revolution 1, 2, 3, and 4. Internet of Things. Internet of Things is one of the technology that give us some contribution in industrial revolution 4 concept. IoT is the part of the industrial revolution 4 technology. We can see here there are many technology that contribute in industrial revolution 4.0, like big data. Big data. The big data, it will trigger by IoT. You can imagine if everything in the world, in our home, like the door, like lamp, and everything in our home, if they can communicate with us using internet, and we can produce data, so they will make the big contribution to make a big data, big data, or maybe the explosive data, because many things they will send to server, send to cloud, any type of data they will send by IoT device. So it has a correlation between big data and IoT. IoT will produce the huge data, the big data, because many things they will sending, everything data they will sending from sensor, from controller to our server. So we need to make some management, big data management. If we cannot to process this data, they will be garbage data, because we cannot to make some analyze the data. So big data is very, very essential, very, very useful. It is if we already know about IoT, so in the next step you must learn about big data. Okay, because data is we need to manage, and we need to make some analyze. And another technology that give us some contribution is augmented reality. You know, augmented reality and virtual reality. This is the two combination of virtual reality technology. You can learn now many software that you can use. Same like Euphoria, you know. Euphoria is the one of the software for make some augmented reality, or the another is many software like Blender, Mac, or maybe you know about this software. Yeah, this is the augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality and virtual reality, you can make some combination with the IoT. So it is a very sophisticated also, I think. And you can analyze the data using big data. So it is the future. This is the future. IoT, big data, augmented reality. We can make sophisticated things and technology that we cannot imagine before, I think. And another is autonomous robot. Autonomous robot means you know, artificial intelligence or machine learning. It's also one of the type of the technology that you must learn also, I think, because IoT, there is some concept about combination of AI and IoT. We call it AIoT, artificial intelligence of things. AIoT. Artificial intelligence of things means we make some smart IoT device. So we put some brain in the device. How we can do it? We can, because today is many type of the computer in the market. It has a small size but high computation. Same like NVIDIA Jetson Nano. NVIDIA Jetson Nano is the type of the computer. It is a small computer. It needs just 4 DC for energize this computer, but it has a high computation. So we can run some artificial intelligence software on this type of this computer, and we can use this technology, this computer, to make some IoT device. We can put in every location, maybe in the street or in another situation. So artificial intelligence, they will make a big contribution for industrial revolution 4.0. And additive manufacturing, you know, additive manufacturing, 3D printing, you know, 3D printing. Sorry, I will give some. 3D printing is additive manufacturing. Yeah. Is the name? It is the other name for 3D printing. Additive manufacturing. So we can make some engine block, engine just using a printer. You know, we can make some engine by print. We just design, and when we send the our program to printer, they will make a block of this type of these things. So in the future, also if you want to order some things, same like that, it is accessories, I think, accessories, or any product for creative. This, how we call this? Okay, this is toys, children toys. Okay, children toys. So we can make a new type of children toys, or we can imagine in the future there is some producer, some brand, they will selling the children toys by using website. So we can order by this their website. We choose the design, or we can also to sending our design to children toys, and we pay online, and then they will make our product, they will make our order by using our design directly. So they don't need to make some batch operation. So they can service customer by real-time service. So the customer just send the file, the customer just sign the design, and the company, they just to make product that request by user. So they don't need to make stock in the factory. So they will get the profit, big profit for this concept, additive manufacturing. Okay, this is the future also that will combine with IoT technology. And another technology that give a contribution, big contribution, is cloud computing. Yeah, you know, cloud computing, everything is cloud now. You already use the Google Cloud, Google Sheet, Google Doc, Google Form. You know, it is the software as a service. So we don't need to install Office in our laptop, in our computer. We just access the URL in browser, and we can make some document, we can some form. It is the revolution of the cloud computing. Yes, it is the software as a service, you know. And in the future also there is some concept serverless technology. So everything will be a web-based technology. Everything will be built by web technologies. Yeah, if you know, today there is some software like Office that can run smoothly in the web browser, and another software like Photoshop Online. You know, Photoshop. We can design design without install Photoshop. So we can use Photopea, for example. Photopea is like Adobe Photoshop, so we can make some design. We don't need to install any software in our computer, just using internet connection, and you can open the tab of the browser and you access. And another is, I think, Figma, Canva, you know. Figma also for designing, for web designing, and Canva also. It is a revolution of web technology. Everything in the future, the software, the trend is they use a web technology. So I think you need to learn, and you need to make sure if you can make website, because this is the future, and many job opportunities for this technology. You know, our student, they must to make some, they must have some competency to make some website, because the opportunity for this area is very big change, big opportunity. Okay. Figma, and it is one of the contribution of cloud computing, because the software they will host it in the server. So we don't need to install in every computer, but we just install in one computer, in one server. So it is more you know, cheap. Yeah, it's not expensive, I think. And the license, we just pay the license for one computer. The cloud computing. And another, because this is the very important, the weakness of the IoT, it is insecurity. Why? because if we using internet, we make some activities in internet, some activities like Facebook, like we log in Facebook or Instagram and another, there is some high risk for the security. It also in IoT. Every device that connected to internet, there is some potential for the risk for the security. There are many person or many I think the hacker or cracker, they can to make some well, how to say, yeah, they can monitor your activities in internet. If we don't use the secure technology, I mean, but if we ensure, we make sure that we already use the secure technology, maybe the risk is minimum of the risk. So this is the important thing that we need to know about the cybersecurity technology. It will talking about the network security, not only on network security, but also in the software security, also in server security, because there are many opportunity, very many bug for the security. The bug, they can come from the network connection, and they can come from server also, from the bug in the software and on the server. So we must make sure everything in our architecture, like in network, in server, in software, in all sides, this you make sure that all is secure. In IoT also, you must make sure that the communication is secure. Don't use the communication that not secure, like HTTP. HTTP is not secure, but we need to use HTTPS using TLS technology. HTTPS. This is the new technologies that make some secure condition for our activities in the internet. So we need to choose. There is some technology that makes secure of our device. This is the one of the weakness of in IoT, and the change and the opportunity for make some research and some contribution. I think if you have some interesting with the research, I think security on IoT, it will be still the big topic in this research of IoT. Security on IoT. This is some case of the IoT. How to say in your country? Recycle bin, right? Recycle bin or rubbish bin or trash can. Rubbish bin, yes. Rubbish bin. The smart rubbish bin. We can make some IoT technology using rubbish bin. So we can put a sensor in this rubbish bin to sensing the how many waste in our rubbish bin. So we can monitor every rubbish bin in our city. So our truck, they don't need to put and to check every rubbish bin in the city, because every rubbish bin they will sending status on our server, which one the rubbish bin that need to collect and which one that don't need to collect. So we can to make some efficiency for our truck. They just pick, and we just pick the rubbish bin that they need to collect. So IoT will make the management of the waste more efficient, and not high cost, and we can implement this on the smart city. In the smart city, this is the one of the case that we can implement in smart city. We can monitor every many rubbish bin in our city. So if we want to make this technology, so we need to know about sensor, controller, and how to sending the data to cloud system. We will practice on this course. I make sure to you that we will make some simulation using software. We will make some sim like this, but not real, but it's a simulation. But if you want to implement in real hardware, it's also the same. So it's no problem. Okay, there is many things, opportunity that we can implement with IoT in the smart city. For example, you can make smart parking system. You can monitor water quality of the water, and smart energy, intelligent shopping, smart building. Many topics that you can to make some IoT technology. Maybe you can make this for your final project, I think, right? In your university. Okay, this is the definition of IoT from IEEE. IEEE is one of the organization that is very famous and in electrical society, IEEE. And ISO, ITU is the organization in the world that. So yeah, IoT is they starting from old technology like phone, SMS, and then www is the web, and web also they make some revolution technology to web 2.0, and now there is a web 3, web 3.0. Web 3.0 is blockchain, blockchain. If you know blockchain, this is a web 3. Web 2 is now we use a web 2 now. It's like web server, centralization. This is a web 2. But the future is web 3. So there is some concept that they talking about web 3 on IoT. So blockchain IoT. This is the future concept. Today there are many people they talking about blockchain for IoT. This is a very interesting topic, I think. Maybe you can more deeply for learning about this topic, blockchain for IoT. Now blockchain they just implement blockchain for currency, for economy, but there is I think small this is a little implementation for IoT. So it is a change and opportunity for us to make some research or some innovation to use a Web3 technology on IoT. Because the issue on Web3 is security. It is related with our case for make IoT that secure. So it has some correlation. Okay, and then we will skip this slide. You know this person? It's a Tim Berners-Lee. Is the inventor of www. Okay, is the inventor of www. Tim Berners-Lee. He make www on 1990. Okay, and also, okay, I will skip this. This is the benefit and trends of IoT technology today. Yeah, there are many some opportunity today or make some product in IoT. There is a concept wearable device. Yeah, wearable device. Google also they launched the product Google Home Voice Controller for smart home. There are many products for smart home, I think, for today. In our country, Bardi smart door look is very famous. I don't know in Philippines or in Malaysia, but in our country, many product for smart home is very famous in our country, and many people also interested with this product. So yeah, it is the implementation of IoT technology that has opportunity in the market. And also the benefit of IoT for reduction in operational cost. It's a decrease. It's decrease the cost total of operational of industry. Why? If we're talking about supply chain management, supply chain management. Supply chain management is one of the type concept that used in industry for manage the supply of the goods, the supply of the raw material. They make sure that there is no some problem in the life cycle of the supply. If you're using IoT technology, we can make sure that this life cycle will be run smoothly, because we can to make some tracking system every things that move in our life cycle. So that's why it will be. And also, as I told before, that we need security. Yeah, it is the internet. The internet is many opportunity for security. So we need to learning about some of type technology for security system like API security and public key infrastructure. Public key infrastructure is talking about modern cryptography and HTTPS, TLS. Is the one of those example of PKI technology, public key infrastructure. It is very important, and it used for many application today for securing application. They use a public key infrastructure, and we need to implement this technology in IoT. Okay, as I talked before, that IoT will make big data explosion, because the many things they will send many data to our server, our cloud. So it will relate. They have a relation with big data analysis. If we can to manage the data, we need to analyze how to analyze the data. We need the AI, we need the AI, artificial intelligence, to analyze data, to make some process of data. We need some tools like machine learning algorithm, machine learning, or another type of artificial intelligence, and also statistical. So we need statistical, and we need machine learning to make analyze the data or data analyze. So I think you can learn after you learning IoT. After the data come to our server, you need to make big data analyze. You need to learning some technology for AI, artificial intelligence. And this is the potential of the IoT. it's predicted that the number of connected IoT device will be 75 billion, billion. So that's why I told you that it will make some big data explosion, because the many data, there is a 75 billion in 2025. See, the rapid development of IoT also have an impact on other sectors such as the economy, transportation, communication. So every field, every sector, IoT, they can contribute on every sector in the world. And prediction of IoT potential. Now, there are 9 IoT sectors that can be developed from 2022 and 2025. Okay, some technology that will increase IoT top market size. IoT is the 3. The ranking is a 3 after mobile internet, after automation technology. Yeah, this is possible. Yes. And also in our country, maybe different in your country, but I think it's a little different. There is a potential every year. There is a increased data that IoT device will be increased every year. So it is the future. It is the opportunity in the future. And the IoT, we will learning about the element of IoT, many elements in IoT, like from sensor, actuator, and controller, and networking technology, cloud server, and another. So we will talking about in the next day, I think. Okay. And yeah, technology is one of the important element in IoT. So we need to know a little knowledge about the technology, because we need to transfer our data from IoT device to our server. So we need to choose the best choice for which one the technology, communication technology that we will choose. Various IoT connection that we can choose, like Wi-Fi, we can choose Bluetooth, mobile connection, satellite, LP1. We will talking about LP1. What's the LP1? Low power wide area network. This is the type of the communication technology that low energy but long range. Low energy but long range communication. This is very interesting. NFC and RFID. Okay, this is the IoT engineer job prospect. You can, if you have a capability, if you have competency about IoT, you can working as IoT engineer, exactly. Software developer, yeah, because you must have some knowledge in software developer to make IoT, to make some IoT project, So IoT is the very big topic, I think, very big topic. You need to know the programmer language. You need to know about communication, about electronic, about communication, about security. It's many technology. This is an example of IoT tech implementation. I think we will talking about. We will talking this in the next section, I think. In the smart city, many cases that we can implement IoT in smart city. In the smart home, also many cases. In agriculture, also we can make some implementation of IoT for manage our land farm using drone, using tractor, but tractor remotely vehicle, so we can operation this tractor for the long range remotely. Okay, I think it is enough for today. There is some question maybe from student. You can ask directly or you can type on the chat room.